Joining us now, Democratic Congressman Krishnamoorthi of Illinois. He is also a member of the House Intelligence Committee, and it's always a pleasure to see you, sir. I thank you for your time. I want to get your reaction first to this Senators Sinema and Tillis working on extending 42.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It doesn't have the votes. I think at this time we have to prepare for what's to come next week. I am concerned, but I'm glad that the Biden administration is surging resources to the border and at the same time setting up these different processing centers throughout Latin America to deal with asylum seekers in safer places so that they don't have to resort to smugglers taking them to the border.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're in 5th of May. 11th of May is just around the corner, and they're talking about these centers, et cetera. Today, Colombia announced that it would not be allowing repatriation flights into Colombia from folks deported from the United States. I'm just wondering, Congressman, is there anything you think that could be done to focus on the men, women, and children who are trying to ask for asylum? There's no real way for them to do it without reverting to the coyotes and the drug and human smugglers.
Well, as you know, there are a lot of people who are awaiting their court date, so to speak, or at least trying to get a hearing for their legitimate concerns. I actually agree with some of our border state colleagues who are asking for a surge of immigration resources to the border so that people's cases can be legitimately addressed and adjudicated. Because, as you say, there are people that legitimately fear persecution or torture or worse if they were returned home, and we have to deal with them properly.
Congressman, I want to turn to another topic I know you're very focused on. You and your Republican colleague Mike Gallagher sent a letter to a number of U.S. companies, including Nike, about the potential forced labor of Uyghurs in China. Tell me a little bit about this effort.
Yeah, it's a big deal. There's a region of China called Xinjiang in the northwest corner of China. And there, the Uyghur people are facing a genocide. Not only that, but they are being forced to work in factories to produce goods for various supply chains, including the apparel supply chain. And so we have a law that was passed in a bipartisan way that prohibits the importation of any goods from that province, the Xinjiang province. And unfortunately, what we found due to various reasons is that various companies are trying to circumvent that law. And Nike and some other companies were identified as potential violators of that law at a hearing that we had recently in Congress.
Congressman, I can't thank you enough for being with us. It's always a pleasure. I very much appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Jose.